Let me ask you a question, though.
In New York and New Jersey,
why is it
there were 67,000 of these loans, and only 100 of those 60,000 went to non-white borrowers.
So
why do you think that was, Charlie?
Well, so let me ask you a question. First of all, of course, it's partially racism, partially structural in the sense not that it's inequality.
So we have structural racism.
No.
So I don't understand what the argument is.
No, it's not. It's also because that blacks did not have their own capital accounts.
No.
It's also because of this.
No, it's not.
Let me ask you a question.
That's why we're talking about the GI Bill,
Let me ask you,
Charlie.
why is it that black incomes increased while redlining was also prevalent? Black incomes increased faster than white incomes.
What does income have to do with
everything?
No, Charlie.
If redlining was so terrible, why were blacks getting richer than whites in the 40s?
I don't think you're understanding.
No, answer the question. Why were blacks getting richer than the whites?
You don't understand. You don't understand. It seems like what redlining is.
No, I do.
No, Charlie. Your ability to buy a house is not the same thing as your ability to earn a higher income.
Your grandparents were harmed by redlining. Is that right?
My great grandparents were.
So how'd you get to Harvard if it was so awful?
Again, and now it seems like I'm picking on Charlie, and that's not the point of these reactions at all. But I feel like he's like changing the topic or bringing up things that is not related to what they're even talking about. Like just because I started behind the line and I ended up winning the race does not mean that I was not handicapped in the situation. Asking, well, how are blacks being able to gain income and do so much better than they're doing now if redlining was so both those things could have happened while redlining is still being racist.
Because if